Hi, I'm JP Bosman and I'm going to show you how to upload an assignment using Turnitin. First of all, what is Turnitin? Well, it's a tool that helps you with original writing. And if you submit your work in Turnitin, it actually checks all the words you have written or typed against the internet, all indexed journals that include scientific articles, as well as previous student submissions globally. And then you end up with an originality report, which can be used to further your own original writing. How do I get Turnitin? It's a question we get asked all the time. First of all, you have to know it's available on Web Studies, our e-learning platform. You get to Web Studies by going to that web address, http://webstudies.sun.ac.za. First of all, ask your lecturer. You might have Turnitin assignment activated in a specific course of yours or for your postgraduate program. If the lecturer doesn't know or doesn't have that space, you are welcome to ask your faculty librarian, who will gladly assist you. Now the big question, how do I actually use Turnitin? How do I submit my assignment on this wonderful system? Well, first of all, as I've said, you have to go to the learning management system, which is webstudies.sun.ac.za, at that web address. Then you have to click on the correct course. You will be enrolled in a course that contains a Turnitin assignment. Sometimes postgraduate students don't have any courses on Web Studies, but when they activated their Turnitin assignment course on Web Studies, through the library for example, you will see at least one course that does contain Turnitin. Once inside the course, you must click on the correct Turnitin assignment, as there may be 2 or 3 depending on different modules in a postgraduate course, or even for different years. You will see all of that now in the hands-on video that I will show you. And then you have to just submit your assignment in a very easy 3-step process. And importantly then, you have to view that originality report that you are then given by Turnitin. So without any further ado, let's see Turnitin in action. Let's have a look at the process. Okay, so you open a web browser like Internet Explorer, and in the address bar at the top you can type webstudies.sun.ac.za and you will land on this login screen. On the login screen, provide your username, which is often your student number, and the password that was assigned to you by the university, and click on OK. That's step 1. So once logged in, you will see your course list, and then you will see different courses. In this case, this student only sees one. This is the Turnitin for Postgraduate Students course. Click on the course, select it, and you will enter the course. Now obviously the course will look different if it's a real postgraduate program or even undergraduate study program with different links. But this one is the one that you will find when you are a postgraduate student and you want to submit on this site on Web Studies. So in this case you will see some links to how to submit your thesis through Turnitin, some interesting web links. This is for 2011 submissions, so we're going to see how the 2012 submissions through Turnitin works. So basically click on the Turnitin link. Next up, the first time you use Turnitin, you will see this user agreement, and then you just accept and say I am at least 13 years of age, and I agree and continue. Once the Turnitin assignment page has loaded, you will see the class homepage. You can read all the interesting things, but the most important button to look for is the submit button. In this case, it's the Turnitin Submissions 2012 Turnitin submission or assignment, and we click on the submit button. The first step is basically choosing the paper. First of all, we usually choose the single file upload method because you've written your assignment in a Word doc, for example. You will see that normally your first name and last name will already be in those little boxes, and you have to type in your submission title here for your special and own assignments. Remember, the files must be less than 20 megabytes, less than 400 pages, and you can use a whole range of different document types. Then it says browse for the file to upload, and you click on the browse button. Immediately you get taken to your own computer, to Windows Explorer, and now you must search for the document that you've created, basically for your assignment. Now I've created an assignment here as an example, and I choose my Microsoft Word document, Turnitin assignment, Vespa. Click on open, and the last step in step 1 is click on the upload button. It is now uploading the document to the Turnitin servers. It immediately takes you to step 2, where it asks you to just ascertain and check if this indeed is the assignment you want to submit. So I scroll through my document quickly and says yes, this is the correct one, and I click on the submit button. Once your submission has been successful, you need to see this green correct tick, and it says the paper title, and especially this, the paper ID, is very important, because this is your proof that you did submit your assignment or your work through Turnitin. And you can see there's the assignment that I've submitted, and the last step now is to click on Go to Portfolio. After a while, and this could take anything from a few seconds to a few minutes, and if you have a very long thesis it can actually take a few hours, you return to your assignment inbox, and you will see for this Turnitin Submissions 2012 there is a similarity report. You can see this one has 65% similarity. It is coded as orange. If your assignment is set up this way, you could resubmit your assignment to improve your original marking. You can also view the paper that you uploaded to Turnitin, and you can also download the paper that was submitted to the assignment. Now, very important, we have to interpret, we have to view the originality report. So to do that, we are going to click on this percentage sign. So I'm clicking on that. Okay, so the originality report is now open, and here you can see what happened to this assignment of mine. Well, first of all these white pages without any color highlight is indeed totally original, and I wrote this introduction in my own words. Then, just as an exercise, the definition and history of Vespa I took from the Wikipedia site about Vespas. The definition I referenced correctly with quotation marks, and the history I just copied and pasted and actually plagiarized the Wikipedia site without any reference. The conclusion I wrote in my own words, as well as the bibliography. Now, this Turnitin assignment was set up to test absolutely everything that can be found on the internet, etc. But there's a way to filter it, and I'm just going to show you how that works. In the bottom here, you click on the button that says View or Edit Filters and Settings, and here I can say exclude quotes. Also exclude bibliography, because 65% is not good enough. I apply the changes, and now you will see that it only picks up the part of the text that I didn't quote or reference correctly. You can see this matches up to number 1. It's also in red. Red doesn't mean it's bad, it just means it's just a color code. And we can see that this actually comes not from Wikipedia but from vespamanual.com, and it shows right inside the source that you used. It actually shows how it was used. So you, as well as a lecturer or a study leader or promoter, can see exactly what happened to your assignment. And this is how it works. So it is a brilliant tool. You can now remember to correct this mistake of referencing, and sometimes you get asked to actually attach this report to your thesis submission, and in the left hand bottom here you can just click on print or download this paper. It prepares a little downloaded file. I click here to download file, and I click on open, and as you can see it opens up a PDF document with the originality report as well as the primary resources, and that can then be given through to your assignment, to your lecturer or promoter or the university. And that really is it from the action and seeing it hands-on. The last question now is, how do I get support? Well, firstly, try and ask your faculty librarian. They are wonderful people and they love to help you, and they know how to help you. Otherwise, with more technical queries, one could contact the Web Studies team by emailing webstudies@sun.ac.za or by phoning on that phone number 808-2443. You can also view the library's website that has extensive information about how to avoid plagiarism, as well as links to Turnitin documents, how to do this, how to do that. It is really worthwhile to visit. So finally, thank you for watching and happy Turnitinning.